Assalamu alaikum baringol bal tentulam bal jayila bal bismillah na programo to nim fondin kelka programo min ke ngamin tola dialogue with the youth sola ngage Gunjur news online GNO bi fana nata murunne normally talata lungo mbikana programo ke but bi because of circumstances mi ya lonko kula mi ya lonko fonga ke bi ngo wato la soto bi wala muka programo ke bi so bi fanan nyim programme be kuma ya la baba kele bawo nga moso to mi ya lonko not only koto mal nim baringol nim fengol bar mo sayrimba mo mi ya lonko ay mol nyaaso to katu kuma ya tale ne mol du nyaaso de son takabata moli de ne ka ko mu me beleke ike fang straight le to unlimited level wala mo ibika dandula so to pour ka mol ta ke la kullo ke la hajol do ka je isembo danta dawoda iso woke no pour yela ma ye andu wokuma ya baba kel sa ko momi ya lon ka be moli nyaato so bimbe o programme le talanga kacha nganawo honorable mi ya lon ko Gunjur Ward la Councillor ka fay ko honorable Momodou Charreh Gibba mba bismillah la programme to mba fulay ko bismillah na programme to nim funding kel kaminke ka fay dialogue with the youth. So honorable, welcome to dialogue with the youth, so Gunjur online.
Abaraka bake Ebrima, abaraka bake Lamin Jammeh, aning momoding bellamoy kan on Gunjur online program way coming for dialogue with the youth. Na mobe kontong ituli kontong lebe dawoda bafla ko alimbara ala baraka bake for your time. Pruka in program on share and the malu tema.
Yeah, Honorable Mfavalamba Fole, once again, baby similar in a program auto on behalf of Gunjur Online, na mol mume be Cabo Gambia, and mol me yalon ko baby abroad, and in Najibe Ralumi yanko be dunia karo mume belel. Ngalon ne mojama bijang mini betara jibero le be yelon ne bare butung womu na ado leti purisa fomole mo kutol min nate sa fo ko itelo mi jamati nimbota wala bar janninga na ko an over ya mbe nyinkela because nying nyanta dedication o kelale bawo momi ya lon ka bar represent ka na represent ku ale nyanta o fola mari yele foi nata fenne fenam foi man na fe ke woma ko kuma ya min kuma ya ta wala mu dindin ke ba musuka fuke at any level mola status be nyami ngala rank be nyami ni sula tela drone ka je ni boro itaje katon hanne kamun jole so to passe jo kala no kabore jangi be borra jana is difficult dulale warata dulale siada Gunjur Ward warata. So one special appreciation on behalf of Gunjur Online pour ko tandi la ko we appreciate that because woda ma kanyan tale momo ila they are la responsibility ta Kenya soto ke dan ko ila anytime ya ko wona e fewo fen sota bo kele lo la min tambita wona so mbe wo appreciation of from the heart of my from the bottom of my heart, because more reach out to me minika fonye ko how appreciative they are, because of ikaminke waleka join more canon anything I mean anything, for abela within the parameter of ila doku or labang oil responsibility doesn't matter on behalf of Gunjur and on behalf of your ward. Thank you so much for that. Alamang alayejo abundantly. Honorable Sefon from Moli, Ijalom Jamati, Bao Mokutol, Mominka program or Jibe Dobija Kasiale, so Dolmu Mol let me along Melong is our for ye, and the Nimbota water is our for ye be the ward chancellor, ala councillor, ala Doku Muminating Akumas in the Walla Janin Bekobe Kumas, let be similar program.
Abaraka Bake Ebrima and Lamin. Once again, Abaraka Bake Molmin Baby Lamerla Watu D. Kanyum program on Lamoy. Punga Udul share Nyokanjan. Yafanyamin follow Ntemu Gunjurun quality. Ikafanyele Momodou Charreh Gibba, Wala Muntoti. Born and raised in Gunjur. Gunjurun Kolle en Tombong. Yen nominate Kankila Counciloti, can elect can win indi, who instead represent become area council. Yo coming here for Yamin, briefly coming now for Nteto Momodou Charreh Gibba. Ngamira among the funding mistake because Ngamira akweta mako maybe yengele nga representation do the Gunjurun Kolle in the sports domain. Bare Gunjurun Kolle yen tombon flokele kankela sports committee mbe wokono e kanki ka Gunjur represent at the Combo South district football committee kono Gunjurun Kolle yen ki ko West Coast sports committee fana kono na Gunjur United represent je fana for 2 years na Gunjur represent at the super Nawetan committee ntela miroto na representation of Gunjur yen bondal beto ngamira wole moli encourage inaran kampuru nga wakili nga lo to represent at become area council woto nsafu no ko dron tentoni jarobe molle la limin do ko sports committee and minen ke sports committee ti woto briefly nsa tandi ko nyine Momodou Charreh Gibba and this is how I natnan pour molia jeko ngata ne represent at become area council yo yafu ko min ko de become area council na do ko mo minti become area council akamuntale ko Gambia Parliament, mini National Assembly Yamin. It's a mini parliament of West Coast. Your deputy bunka operate Yamin. Similarly, Jamale Bije, Mfanaka operate wala Yam, wala West Coast la na full minka collect mole bulu. Nkasia kundule ka jube nyenta ka tamande Yamin kado murundi mole kan anyama. Wona full marajana do kundi Yamin do ko dolet. And then also nabuda become area council la wo namo do kundo na oversight function la ndefana back home at Gunjur mu Gunjur la development nsafna ko agent wolti wala facilitator if you like wala coordinator yo nin Gunjur la development activities funda fanna o fanala I should be part and parcel of that movement Gunjur sen kino le fana ko be mo kan kanyangol nin jalol kinya nyamin woto council la role fanata bakelen but nin development kulna tan drone ya keje makeje adado ko konole so basically insa summarize standing ko individually ikila intervention so ko dul konole pour ka fen natina mole wala ka do ko wala ka fen initiate ila tundo molier iru wala karola we so individually as a politician is a bundam nokle so ko kenol as a politician kunwala il is ila ward committee fana use nole ka development of na konkon blato ka ofana natinan either to the council or to philanthropy or diaspora or momondi sifa warning council la budget tamande nya pour ko demaro murunde ila mulkan as a beneficiary of the 60% ofana ma fana doletin so nyilom fana mini alonko nkale sunkunyo bala pour ka je kamurun ka koli yirwandi na tundo to kana belunyal falen aninka service odi modula tundo nyinto ninsa summarize nyinna mun na do ko nya nyintida
yeah honorable Wakle at Baba Bakele in essence of ko ning manager be sate in na isafo sate la CEO was a cater no as a keno iteti the water in essence not to that extent but was some caveat nyanta tarajele pour kan wo understand but wo kumaya ta Baba Bakele honorable ne ajinga nyinka confusion jamale be alikalo councillor VDC do bije ila inyanta danna daming manyanna danna daming mol kawol confuse baba kala ning e power min so as a councillor isa foko imeje iman na nyimfe na wale man nyimboddi woman kela do ko ti o sembo man taraje so nyin confusions warata baba kelen Gunjur bawo ngajele ko councillor bi jang alikalo bi jang na local institutional finance especially the council of elders ninda no isa no atakela tanate briefly nyini la demanding briefly ye demanding for nyini la be dandula be daming and all those some also understand is a
yeah.
Go ahead, Honorable. Sorry, Malo.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
In a sense, Nico local government or local authorities, mulka a misplaced bakele mulka misunderstand le, akatina mulka overlap waleka overstep ila domain na, ajele wala ikata beyond their limitations. Okay, Nico local authority, decentralization in local authority community, the council plus district authorities. District authority will safe quality and alkalolu maybe a VDC. District authority must safe on alkalolity under our terminology on the local governance. Your local authorities come as councilor, then you come to the chief and then alkali. Then VDC will secondary in the community. Your district authority or the safe for passe will role the district of Belekam. Alkali be district when you know, safe for Kabela do kunyanya oversee and to promote law and order and the peaceful coexistence ka na traditional values of na protect. Just to name a few. Safe for Katara Marado will kunyana. Satela ko ate his secondary ate bela malale alkali so do woto ning alkali difficulty soto ate se alkali observe ninga difficulty soto ase intervene ka assist ka de ka ko stabilize ni ata difficulty soto alkali fana operational binyamin alkali fana sati kono he is the head assisted by the Kabilo heads or council of elders. Depending on how you define them in Gunjur or in other communities. But alkala do kunyol nim kumun sabel kibalti council of elders in a western setting. Most of them in Nigeria, presidential senate. Your VDC will minister to in a parliament. Will like a legislation okay, and you can do local initiate. Your VDC in started kebal ning alkali. Ibe interrelated, but a moment in Fanaya Dandala somehow, wala the modus operandi, how you can engage yamming, new difficulty the meal sometimes it can overlap unknowingly. Wala atina until as a work committee from Abena plans of Conalen, ka work capacity building yini, ministry blue or community development blue, Purus Kachawa Fanala, Pur Alcalo, a CFO. Na role definer where along maybe what I call I don't understand what that problem was. But alkali put install limitation of another power solo, especially with regards to how he should engage the Kabilo heads and in the VDC. Yo coming up now satela kulu alkali ning Kabilo heads like a sequel discourse. Itoleka nyo jeo kunina ning kulemina implementing development kulumu VDC is the entry point. So if it's honey communications from anywhere, they should consult the alkali for advice. Alkali can consult anything now. Alkali man independent among veto power support. Alkali always nim koku futatema min kumata je anda ka concept elaso kumandi. Man sakundai kibare kare kena o mo kare kena da o yinku kare be kiring. Atenda wale consult la follow. Inyoya mare nyola moy ni da porta minna wala to le fe ñine mi to lu ko di no mirot. They can also inform the VDC wala fana ajube fo satela interest le boto bang pour satela interest ji nim VDC da jeroto e to le ko min be minto amande satela interest. They have also limited powers ka je ko ka wo ko nyin ke ko di wo ko nyin na wo fana ko ne pol mo ngi understand ngai ko alkali man veto power soto. He works in consultation with the Kabilo heads as his advisors. Purni who happened that will you brainstorm. Then at a VDC for implementation. But ning coming additional time man started interest that maybe to kumule interest for the malum. They have for the rights to the Kabala wo kunina and ning balon kata council will intervene. Ning council intervene, then there's a committee at the council. Me along go cafe VDC WDC Conflict Resolution Committee. New misunderstanding the VDC ning alkali tema or VDC sademo tema wo committee le kanana. As I'm speaking to you now, mbota nang bado kunkule ka wo kuning discourse ka kuning handle because the alkali ning VDC more nyo misunderstanding. So ning ko ka tole nyama, councils at the top down there, followed by district authority where you have the chief and the alkali, and also we have the VDC. So council kata float nyimbe konole ning atra need bidawda I can council say freely enter no jele ala miro nyin tandije kaje how to stabilize those matters who kajibe as a minister carry in the best interest of the community. So by means of kumayan drone most understand ko alkalima veto power so consultation about any tema as well as the VDC. So you know how you can work in consultation always.
Yeah, honorable work layer to Baba Kele and kumaya tele puru mole nyilo nyin demarcation ni la limitation long because nga mira nyanta minkela mo wolka council aning local authorities all min bije aning ila different layers puru nyela role tandi nyola in so for so that misunderstandings can ask. I know do bije ni mole mela role ke la role overstep. So wobe abe in essence have a decision making in do ko ndila mol about, for example, you know, I'm just quoting an example. Come in Kabilo head mala role understand, you know, council ola do ko ni tol ka bantambil wote ma isa di progress tekela no in essence waya lomba itolma imang so ni role sol wati momo nata nyanta nyo educate la nyinani however difficult it may be. So that mobe because ninta no mobe la role understand ya fenke probably do be misunderstanding ni dol minika soto wobe talala baba kele andung akumaya atala puriye ne nyin bondi mole nyoto you know ila word mol be along nyinno mo demarcations nyinno mo siloti mini fatanta mobe la sembo be nyami inyanta wolon na wokumaya tabakel and honorable biri nata na ngajele bi ye fenko nyin tala you know, ye Gunjur Ward Development Committee for, you know, for a form bang, because Gunjur be mukilling already, for a form, yeah, demarcate into those things like, you know, Misra, Santamba, Freetown, Sambuyang, Namira, Kajabam, Fanambijel, and all those things. What we tell the initiative Tibang, for doing yo, Wobondita government family, demarcate Wanyama, for it just after the whole Sone Bulokono. We tell ingenuity to create that mechanism to make everything easy for yourself. Go ahead.
Yes, I was following the Local Government Act entirely, but at certain Gundaro BJ, we used our own discretion because looking at the Gunjur, okay, Gunjur as a word, it comprises of Gunjur. Gunjur and Gunjur fana Misra da be jele Santamba da be Gunjur konole Kunkuni da be Gunjur konole and even Freetown da be Gunjur konole yimbe Gunjur let yimbe mu one community Gunjur somewhere they all over form as a village because government you recognize it as a village government Kajaba recognized as a village wol Kajabang Kachume Sambuya Nindula Sabol Bay they are recognized by the government as a village. Was he be il alcalo appointed by government and the whole alcalo they are not answerable to Gunjur alcali. Wherever Gunjur is invited or Gunjur alcali is invited, Kajabang alcali can be equal in the decision strategy, likewise Sambian alcali, likewise Kajim alcali. But when it comes to mainland Gunjur, because of our Nyaming, Ning you will put under one misalim entity. Development coordination will be difficult level. At a binocular because even Agilako, a representation 3 months more in the work committee. So Wakamala, nga jube for easy communication and easy coordination of development activities. Settlement of mimbe ko misra nga wo bula ay loa fangwe nga santamba fana bula ay loa fangwe nga Freetown bula ay loa fangwe but imallo ifangole as a village ngelondi ifangole as an area because indulanto like misra and Freetown ye kabilo head soro imam alkali soro because the kabilo head soro ni allow for a committee law development committee which we don't even call them VDC, we refer them as area development committee because imange ifansu village to follow imu areality, so we label them as area development committee. Na Santamba create wonyama, na Mesra create wonyama, na Freetown fana create wonyama. These are clusters. Act for Islano nyo kane yeke one VDC in form. But for easy dissemination of information and coordination of development activities, ninga separate family. What like the Soniala putting a new coordinate, Yirua Kula, and any other kind of information dissemination. So Santamba, Nkwe committee of form a area development committee in a certain just like a VDC, even though Jeman Kabilo Fonsoro. But it really more based on ila sawaro ni kukutamala. Yo misra fana Kabilo man misra kono. Kafun settlement no bidje. So ngi fana allow based on ila molla sawaro kamala, let them also create a committee which we refer to them as area development committee. Likewise, Freetown. So kabem parega ngani min mike area development committee ngi allow pre more fula kinan to the ward development committee. Local government act ward committee established established as they taking the councillor of the ward as the chairperson automatic. Then VDC or VDC in the ward when you can more fula key muswonin key. You are because Gunjur Ward you only 3 villages around. Well, Gunjur as a mainland village, Kachume, Sambuya and Kajabang. These are the 4 villages in the Gunjur Ward Kono. So we decided that Misraning Freetowning Santamba Bulay law, Irrelevant committee status like a VDC like status is also Yinkamala, Nimbe Feng Kila Jen Salon Noko, the Tararo Kanyaning, evenly Aisona and Debulu. This is how we came about this idea. Is that clear?
Yeah, it is a good idea, fantastic. Yeah, explain Nyaming. You are done bina murune kambe na listing na sol wala na GBRali be dunia dawo damba fole ko albisimla as a program on you share nga on and off sort of internet, but hopefully have stabilized along the way. Prince Emma Honorable Charreh, Mr. Gibba is an exemplary leader. He is always available anytime youth activities arise. Proud of him. We're fantastic, we are all proud of him, not anything else, but proactive. But woman can be good anyway. I think where Asabule Molia, this is somebody means a more represent but sometimes Nimol Nata another step to Dorka reverse again. But Butu is just making forward movement all the time, and we appreciate that. Honorable Nying, he works very well, very, very well. Ni ward committees I'm shocked to know ko Kajaban kachume ne sambuyang yol fana wobe bantara gunjur ko ni fanso alkalol lamu wo kan woma dianye actually barbutu wo in mansa kunda ya ke wole nyama wobe nyanta I think wobe nyanta tara la gunjur ko nyin don keta nyami because Kajaban cannot just be an its own entity, you know. I just don't understand that. But because you know, as an implication also don't know in future, like if you have a leader, me along come and coordinate cool. You need to say it's a wajabi no ifangwa and it can even counterproductive. It a unity means sort of coordination or me along any work. The model can come and find it very, very difficult. Pour kan yini fen kan da abe min kela asina misunderstanding fe nan asina division of fe na me ya long ko near manage ku it can work and it's perfect but I can see in future ko asake no le problem we create me ya long ko ne ni demarcate ye ta ye be ke entity here and there wo be kole ala baba kele what do you think honorable?
Anyway, ngamira abemu development olati ni ajube realistically globalization be kere nyami yo dladol to ikajele nkajele daka disintegrate ika independence claim ikalo family nkadalo develop mo ko dalo annex ki la fay fankan so all these ibela negative impacts to the positive impacts but for me ntenga ko nyinne be easy la than nga betu on the mainland Gunjur because ngaje ko yirwala kana fam nyinti because Gunjur flow am expanding. Why did we allow it to expand to such a level? I expand am getande ni imagine fam traditionally fam ye mole londi misra ikay kabilo head was a mini alcalo and let us not be surprised in the near future then government yaje ko wobelo la fam as a full-time alcali. Likewise, Freetown Fana, somebody le bijemi alongo is the Kabilo head, a mini alcalde. We call him a mini alcalde in this context. But if not, let us not be surprised. At any point in time, he could be certified to be a full alcalde. Because as small as Zambia, alcalde you have Zambia Madikulea, where Idrissa is the alcalde, and you have Zambian Amisong. Manjakola Savia Amisong is the alcalde. As small as Zambia, there are two alcaldes. So, nimbe mu yirwa na honti, come ya nyam drum for easy coordination of activities. Imagine until as a committee, ninga anything from council, we make sure ko mo mimbe sambuya le mo flena, misra le mo flena, kalebana mo flena, sambuya le mo flena, gunjur vidis le mo flena. Nga sit together, nga discuss mbenyi implement la nyadile, mba implement la mintole, minimum na priority ti muntole gena kumanda pinga samba woto here and there. So aka coordination so nandile because niko obe musra ning sanaba beta within on the Gunjur. Honestly speaking, there will not be even distribution of resources. And the new world resources distribution among even drum often is a recipe for conflict. So ngamira ko this way yiruwa fafamu expansion olomo I think we can live with it and we just start to see how we can better communicate. Yinkamala is live not in harmony. But for me, yeah. I'll come with
Honorable, sorry about that. Some technical issues sort of jang. Be was sort out kang. Honorable, come wele yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. And in the listeners, all once again, welcome to the program or to dialogue with the youth. So, nimfonding kelka program or minke technical issues sort of with our laptop. Then, bari alhamdulillah, some device do trial for kana wo fen and purka kacha continue. The hiccup means sort of the wall mun stop in minke ta kalo mbal bolo se la purali mbal wala. Once again, the program or ala sea se kacha continue. Honorable, yes, mfutata dami wolo mu the kaja banks and all those things. I know le partition wa kumayata nyawo nya barido bije komiye sambuyang da maf alikali fula bedaming sambuya nala doya. I don't think womu political gerrymander in it wolo maybe kadula nyinka kuntu pro politically iba control la no nyami in essence womu wallet. So I don't think that makes sense. Nindoni maybe nche understand Gunjur is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But within Sambuya Wolidola and it's very likely Ninyan trend continent and more will come. Now, Honorable Mbetala Dulado, the Wolom Birinata Nong, Inata Naila force things, it out of structural institutional GB mini along Ibete Koto. Ila family, Kapomi family realization to Wolomuke found Dalinduku like a cooli GB, Betama Kanyami, Wale Mantarata Kanyami, because near knowledge or Soto J, Neo Karango Soto J, Saladian Taminkela. Birida J. Minamila impression about the institutions marala as a councillor. Anu interventions like KJ, wolo mi focus tamine kang puruka wo structure minime nya boy boli dadala nya dile. Ye Kenya dile. Once again, you can remind ko honorable councillor la tam jita bane in next 8 months time probably or less. So wokumaya telebi pura enajang feng some of the things me ya long kai achieve anala shortcomings wal minute ama mini achieve no wala hamu minute mini try difficulties kedablo bimbe will be le kachal. So nyimbe kumaya la baba kelembe ngal listing and the more question of finance to definitely is a nyininka ye question posed to the honorable councillor and abeja bilale insa se kacha dundi nyoko dom mamini soto no mamini futa no minila pour ala se mako in so highlight pour ni modo na wala fa telo fo jamala so continue ngodo ko continue honorable ibisim la programme auto again.
Yeah, abaraka bake kome ya fo nyamin kabirin nata at the beginning kafta alfal makola ngaje ko akumatele pour ngata muru wala the local people ila Momodou Charreh minto ikila livelihood so bulal minto kajeji beje alhalu be nyaadile aning fana fo nse fota so nye banko fo nse kieta so noje yo naw muru be kono ngamin folo karanyolo mo lack of coordination because molbe tundo to le mini yalan ko ibe do mu do kulalati inole naka do ko ke bare dol man bol fan kalama comme ka tandi fam in the first place community development officer mi ngabe Janneh nga tande ko dol man bo fan kalamata sakoni salaro ni long extension workers like the mimbe marin agricla yes na ki ton ko doli yo lonne bay min man tan men na ko do bo kalame be kalon no so na mudu mu samba school so fa na fa tole ka school so la ko al doli jube because legally ka PTA en ko na kachala meaning I believe they have a role in the maintenance of the school or in the daily running of the school. So ndara school lantantole hani maybe ma bi bantara school lantantole nga ganne fa muru nga marcel fa muru just name a few ko molla balunya kam boren ko min kono molle be muru na jube so taro dal minto anin se kino nyaadile yo nen sa summarize no garden la fanala wolu mu fenete mi ngara pour ninga long nimila isu solti then nisa kacha nsai anyini wodo be jarala nyaadile ngalon ko kabiri ngo fanate ngalon ko wodo la isu so do bi jele ila jararo mantantra powers yin kono a simple mantrantolo bulu as even as council bare coming ko inte as a ward council coming kam sometimes I can even be coming molla kanyala molla saba so kabiri nga fendol sute wolto ngo ke nyinde flo nga nyini nga katale nga along jumal maran ak jamal al kuto extension wakati no bulo do nyobulu nga tene ko nyini be kere so mfana se min keno ko wala effort to complement to connect with the people issue do tombonjele nga sama agricultural officer because probably ila agricultural officer nyin to mando bato ni wotata je anini tata je maybe na reaction on the fatalale ntame politician nse kumo do funo officer ko nere with regards to molla service o molla na molla ko ate as a junior officer ala boss nyulu asike atakumo do funo la wuli we nyama so when sometimes ne issue do so like in the area of agriculture mfuna katafo agri official to nyin kamala nti engage ka fo ko namol nyin be nyin ko be nyin ko no wo agriculture side la garden la side la na tagema ko to hani fo bi fontaine be doli la kaytol de da la details so kaytol de renew kam because la ko do bank le ima access no la ko do nyina because bank la registration no old tale it has to be changed, the constitution has to be changed. Imang teen financial they have to provide a teen. So ngole be do gole bile fanga be tinga après man ngadi committee development officer nka nga passo de nka ko taba eji chambers eta nyin dundi ye pour la registration nyen isa ya niwo fonde c'est pour access no at the bank because wala taka dundi minto ni blo machine ko data technology so mo agrega fanality oda fanalo like even if bada to fana ntala jile fana ngajeji minika operate je you have different sectors ngaka tale sector bi je ngala ko nyini ka jumala be marani sector karla ngol fana be sector killing ka tanwale minika nyi jaro nyi jaake minika nyi sisindolike minika nyi wafoke sector ngami lonje ngi be la nyato ko contact la ngi ka tanwaya ka tandira fana fan ke educate ka tandira ndata fan ke ngala right now bare Allah hakolon pour nyi kamala iko do ko la kala bulle minika ko la kala buru Allah hakolon pour wato nasida usango na banda atije do mandim fana mburna do alo do ko dingira hinto kala je do ko dingira hin al halo falling because ne ko do jo imena ka be samba yene ka do fana mburna kan at the end of the year ka maintenance o kaliye no education di la no karandiro di wa pres finance o fahamno wo mbadala karolati bos tolde man resource lo je min tamani no je because council man a commencé ka fen collecte mo bulu je bare min ka collection ke je ni karandi wala fanna la pour no bi do ko kala nyami yo ni ata karamo fana sala o fana tolte fen ke no je bare ni nga fen lo je mi yalon kon sa midie to wala sa ko tamano la do no fana kele like primary school dole natana je alafta ka inya ku fa ore defon aya téléphone alafta ka fene institute je ako medical programme lo mu ay ko dokole ko mo bulje atata ma ko na fanyolon o fana kadingo fana kalamta I had to step in because selon kanyala mi se ko keno so I had to step in ko ni noma ka jogo e molmin di fraud kala ko dokole ke gulu ay mim fo ka ba kala amanna wuke wo han ka bi mbo fana follow up yin kanne so just let me feel kabe murumuru ke nga so dawdala at least inka wesere mba ko nyin posula nyami o nimbe akonyin dila mine ya samba karome. This is how I try to go around and at the end of the day nataka intervention okay in different phases.
Yeah, Honorable Abarka Bake for that succinct explanation. Once again, mol mi program ojibela mbali tentula mbali jayila alla patient la mbafola lele program o nyimfananse ya comments ol fanang ni nata be read lale ngamol acknowledge mini bije nga remember mfango na mo role model ane ma illo mambuna ane ndoma alu morino ane mo jamal mi ya lonko be contact di role be contact na mo jamal be nyim program ojibe kan nga hiccup min soto mbali mbali apologize la for it but do technology sometimes everything is just fine within short period la be du nyoto. Honorable national VDC la kuola bao birita binala nam ya VDC taradia mundingol bije. If you want you can call it crisis and the war is normal institutional economy ya long time to and Gunjur VDC as far as I know historically akatu on and off in terms of crisis but sometimes coming for more bikela boundaries long and kujamani mi ya long ko ka institution on execute iyo anumbiri na tafana ngajele ko ini denyo lali albulo dunyo bul ko program ta ka be dada ku for BDCP sa for fit for purpose tibabol kamim for anya ya londi minna akawoke nole sate la kuola hanna ma be keno barisai mol kontande la kuola but the most important thing might be nyo sabati jemi ya lon kaila do ko nyi hinda wala ka do ko nyi mai la do ko keno kanyanta kala nyaadi because of no understand. Birinada, how did you go through that? Purka navigate because that's a very, very sensitive issue, as always be, because we been in a wonderful experience. Go ahead, Honorable.
Ebrima abaraka bake whenever it comes to VDC la issue solo molu malonje ko VDC ka londi wala sonia hadina ka janjanti nka fele ko dadaro ko lada tinyandiro but in the case of VDC ka VDC londi wo sona back barakale janjang from men collapse because it has to go through a process and it is going to be it should be a rigorous process. Yo comme ya fanya men VDC nga chaka taronje abekere watu minna council be offline and stuff no offline council dissolve tale interim committee le benunji because council ya tamana banta ni after 3 months before the time bang which we are heading to by January or December mbe step down le then interim committee le betra council run can for 3 months wo interim committee will intervention okay Gunjur VDC la konyina kabere mol de mal dunda nyo jam VDC konyina then it wodunda will bulo le kono ila time wala then wo kono inata letter of safe ko Gunjur VDC Janneh yo ndila ta councilor ala ngol ko talarin ko Gunjur VDC Janneh because nga kalamda mine hapunta wo be wato nyina yo even though mangi councilor ti kabere ngal council I did my homework nga find out VDC kan sotonya di ani VDC ke jenya dile kabinga enough information gather wo ko nyina nana je ko di procedure ye minti ka Gunjur VDC Janneh wo was not right e mande due procedure nyum follow asemba kola information ye min landi for dissolving Gunjur VDC manki information yango asotota bosimbe Gunjur le ngolon ko information ni mansoto bare fana ngalon ko cheka tata nyanyami fo se fabrication okay pour se grano soro ko bidi sin janjam. But can we step indirect with all that, homework?
Yeah, once again, be mbalten tulambalde na program wala be minto wala nina honorable councillor mi alongo Gunjur Ward ni wala be kachala bi pour ka kuolita ku jama ko indina anate simfanyale minta pour ala taro nyin kono nyi wati sutu nyin kono ay ko minke Gunjur bawo mol me long nyini dol bawo kachabi kake mol seddi kunse kuma jamal fo bari chokoro ka fenke koy wolo ka dale kono ni ngata nata jam ko min be on the ground be ke kan may be mbika wol be lon so wollong ko min fana ya lon ko me achieve no wala anje achieve wala ay sort coming soto wala the downside bawo dune bi ka be keno pour ngo fana so wollong ni mol mi ya lon ko fana be jibero le safero la il after question o min ni kana do so question o fenke na dia na technical team of the question o nyin ila comments ngabina fela na screen o tole then we will forward that to the honorable chancellor. Honorable bisimla.
Yeah, coming nga to daming kabiring nga oje yo nga na first engagement nga gunyo kebale flow invite kachanyo ya dimba bumoto nista dimba bumoto ka chandila ko alkali bi ane donc ko interim committee e minke flow e man starato tamani minke nga BDC janjam woto ñing BDC ati janjam nola ñing dal ate kenola so ngamile ke the committee VDC crisis committee min ka conflict resolution committee ñing where by defam wo committee secretary la bare ngani mata ñing landi ñakoto and then by our act ndete participate na la gunjula conflict crisis on kono bos nde that would be a conflict of interest so mo secretary ñawanya de gunjula mata ñing ngam fa resti so kono bodo mbodo kono le ngatna committee mol bulu inana ju procedure tamandi kam mol nyininka ina kameno nyininka ka kolbe ka finyoma ka jibe weda gunyo bide si nyina ka disoba na ka disol ka biri wo be re-examine they interview the alkali, they interview the chief and some kabilo heads who happen to nyadile muni be caring. So at the end of the findings ya jeko wo gunyo bide si te disol nola. So inana gunyo bide si maintain was kabilo le insist that go to the molmin tombo to the tombo and kabilo rights wrong. Kabilo you have the right to produce a male and a female. No other kabilo can dictate for you. And yin kabilo molda yin moltombo molda malbe sile if another malu you elect into positions. So kabilo no could be yin kunga could be juve na the solution of bondiko petition mean tadaka bunju BDC yin janjang war is null and void. So a BDC allow a step into and then immediately community development engage whether a training dealer, a capacity building dealer for Iselono. We can that diamond if I start color can move. Yeah, achieving also okay, but even up to now they are trying, but the capacity is not still there. But then challenging them now they are on it still. So now the sort for Nyama.
Yeah, good intervention, Honorable. Honorable, yes, Kabiloli right so tole puri na mo fe nanjang. Gunjur saying ala transformation is massive, is huge, and Gunjur need people many along with capacity so to deal with Gunjurula challenges all. And what challenges all they are across the board, and more are coming now in terms of other institutions, businesses, and Yirwa Fanang need to be managed. Now manage, probably Kakenye Bado Moleti Dorong, me along Kosate, Family Bijano Sate or Sate, Inyanta benefits to tolerate resources in Femolitole. Or a necessary that Punga Kabilo Fanang educate. Because Gunjur na learning complexity, if we have all these educated people, we have for example, Lamin J. Dabos, we have the Stajanes, we have all these, towering, we have the Karamba Toures, the Auditor General one. But ni wala kabilo bina mokila, ikana moki mi alonko, definitely mi require tama wola ma buluba na mararong just maybe amarile sutiata kabila mola kabila kebala wala the power that be within that kabilo na mo fe mi alonko abinala jail for the sake of being there. So I think malon for aibo initiative tala purunga kabilo initiative because Gunjurula structure solka aka form mostly kabilo la representative kana min ne kenanje wo kabilo la representative gunjuru na la nyin karango na la nyin londo mume pe ikana mol fe nang mini ya lonko is they are right but probably ninga nyo engage nse kabilo fe go gunjuru sa nga change tale gunjuru be nyami kunu nga man dara wo nyam it doesn't necessarily mean ko itele studiata nyina nin dara nu la min je da bo balla je anu sura da loya la wodulato mina nalde for example la min je da bo na fe la na with somebody from dakunda kabilo ali na wol fe na so that nga mol soto mi yalon ko capacity soto it and deal with Gunjura complexity because Gunjur really speaking ninga manage no properly kujama mbafenke la nole but new institutions are corrupt and it seems na historical setting benyami niya humbe kata wole nyami this is not criticism but Gunjur transformed tale within these 10 years would have last 20 years have significantly transformed and we need capacity for capacity VDC anal importance in nyawonya you have only 1 or 2 people mini yalon capacity soto to deal with the dynamics of Gunjur mini yalon they are very very complex at the moment. Go ahead Mr. Honorable ye mu contribution na soto
abaraka bake yemen potenting one of the biggest challenge for right now nga plan ka wo meeting kumandi because at the moment kabia dole bijere ila representative for ila two time on bantale so lafta ka opportunity nyinta ka kabilo sensitize ka mol ka kachandi because the concept of VDC wotu mo mol ka motako mol minango time obe bulu wala idulta wala be sirin jang ajele mol ka ko VDC do ko mu dinka singwati certi quality. VDC is far more than that. It has to do with policy analysis. I even envy them because Kabila VDC ningla Kabila alkalo safe for crisis show. Yes, safe for ning Kebali Safra Council ko Sukudan VDC betene. Kabila tolinga woletro sudanga VDC invite wako minna. Come on, forget envy. No caliber of people they mean be VDC. The programs will be landi, activity be landi, cool be landi. Look at all these documents, they're intact. They can't go time over state, they can't go between even before is confounded. So Kabirin Mbodja invite Kiba invite Imansum Kana. Nkasinya fenga alkalo safe wala aya. Mbuka traja do akandoj. It will mean for a claim on people, VDC they can dodge. Lebanon Nagoda no in case that maybe I realize a mistake it's not founded, so it be you it so now for the age moke you can invite the committee invite. So everything Gunjur is also coming up with the creation of this newly task force. Me I'm going to go TRRC. Madam Fair from the FEMA there's a new committee you mean set. Community Gunjula means that looking after all our resources and in Gunjula activity how to put them in good perspective and good shape. So Tumando Bato new world finance by any time. If I get opportunities to speak with them, it is high time more many along with ferry tata found should come on board. This is about policy initiation. No, and in this modern 21st century, no, about meeting and communication, it can be done digitally. Virtual meetings will be so we need people who have capacity. You're working from the Kabilos. You need Kabila more serious, but still the co-opted members. There is no limitation for more co-opt. Even in Kabila and Morfena, there is chance to become more co-op and more tennis co-op knowledge. People with capacity. So as you know, reason why we can't go out and co-op people, meaning listen no. So even for wrong, yes, we'll go out to Kabila Kebalia, Dani Co. In fact, if possible, if you can even lobby for some other people to come on board, take positions through their Kabilos, it's fine. Again, is limited. It's only two from a Kabilo. We could also advocate for the setup to co-op as many as they can. So long as there's no limitation, there's no limitation. So I'm in line with you. I think we will do our quota. Kajako Kamul put on the spot, put his nanang, ye VDC muta, ya do because resources membulujam, nimang capacity bulokono, njitano. So for instance, mul natinang, they are connected, they have the capacity, please also marano mul. This TRRC committee, what they are doing, at the end of the day, Gunjur will see something at least for Pukamara, a capacity learning. So I think I'm in line with you.
That's fine. Gunjur Online will reach out to TRRC but we will reach out to the TRRC members so that more members theater sinana extra because wokumaya tal hanin darano na VDC so to kabilo nata mini potentially because it's a left more capacity de develop la nyaonya mobe na la limit ala ko mon futa wala ibe fangole batandila woyalo but it's a like a board of directors or like resource people or co-opted people many along because Gunjur dingo be mimbe Gunjuri ni la education e bo kabilo leto ninga wolke wolse ke bo poti mini alon ko nim VDC mol se bulo di nyola because there's no point mama for example however nala ke baya nyawonya atende dundi karamuta man min so don tenga wole soto and all kote siton de mama binde mama manyanna business transaction o transact la in Gunjur ntabije because no ala ke bayata sabula ay business ni mini jina purani wole si contract design Gunjur na fa mumintije because wo hane 10,000 dela te kamira wo mkodi jamalti because ala time o 10,000 is almost non-existent. So Gunjur ni woni alfa ni fengol alfa taraji as an overall board mi algo kubiga keno ni min discuss but to sit on the table to discuss transactions mini alonko iman capacity sotala wo man yanna kala present day Gunjur. It needs to be emphasized, unfortunately, and woman institution, however, Kenyaming. Gunjura institution 20 years back and in Gunjura dynamics today are two different things. So nde mama, for example, agnenta kontani la ko ndele karantati because aman karang ndele aware tati ndele se ning moli se min munna contemporary solti in other business on ave na Gunjuru ndele ni nyanta sila no ngalo ne ikasilo min dani Gunjuru bi a wota min na nyanta min sota woli bulu purum be se na fa wote won negotiate la na si atanteti nyawonya ndega capacity min soto bi nga expose min soto ka example o da male fena so nyini mu kule dimi yalon ko they are frank discussion but what ni ya for this abo nun keba lo muni min for doro is wenko yes which is fine but ni keba man londo soto minto would definitely at a informed decision talon and bin be asina ngi blen koteng wal ma ni neke so nyin la ko mata bakel honorable I hope mbe nyin TRRC mbe ni be contact la so that in say la head the TR da fe na after ni explain e to la lon ka mu nga mistake all min ken to continue no ni mistake la Gunjur is a melting pot of educated people, high profile people. Gunjur ni dula Gambia mu may be are proud of them. Why can't we just manage our own things properly? Honorable ye project ko soto mi alon ko isra anin santamba inata project ko na fe nan wo project ko kumaya ta baba kel wote wo na folol nyim project ko if funding bondi mun to where did it comes because it's difficult nga lon ne ko malle kejo enough pour if your project ko bondi no ela jibo kon but for some reason you came with that project. Tell us about that project.
Yeah, I think what na first project that we implement as a ward development committee. Another Nanyadile, Kabintala Council in 2018, Council in Tolinga Kacha, Nate resolution of the COO, Puruning part of the 60% Minkamurung Minka development budget, because council revenue bay is divided into two. 40% of council revenue, entire revenue, will recurrent expenditure. Then other 60% or divide into services and in development on initiative. So go out of that, then the allocation of dealer each councillor 500,000 which are implementing a word on intro. So covering our care solution okay, it's going to be a pilot project because ntabe disburse at one go. So sign na criteria landi me and each ward committee will satisfy then you can be entitled to this $500,000. So criteria means certain. Until another what committee me alonko, instead what committee lulu in kono, including the Suba ward in Brikama, Jibora ward, Bullock ward, Kato ward, Gunjur ward, ñi kala la wodi lu lodinti thanks to na wodi grand committee molu miniamu tan fe council fen canning we work towards everything for council fanken sample because we are the only wodi grand committee mi along ko a lota and we inaugurate where the PS was involved. It was a PS Grace, community development Grace, council Grace, and other dignitary solo. Is the only word development committee. So what we community started in car, with a bank statement number, letter headline number, stamp on anything I mean being in car, minutes of meeting number, bill satisfied. So obviously, a 500,000 on the Gunjur Ward into our account. Then we can now implement. As a work committee, we invited the areas within Gunjur Ward. We are privileged to receive 500,000. So each ward, I'll suffer okay to request for this money. Unless I'm going to spend all your money. You out of the 8 areas within Gunjur Ward, Gunjur VDC apply them for Holland Gardner, San Sandroni, and Bambandeku, Sambia ya apply kwenda bada tendale lola Sambia bada jintoka stall lodge, then Simisra ya apply, and then Santama apply pour la boholo mbije a fail tale e masilo tinyata tanko sota pompo jio mijo ko system nyen fail completely. So the rest ma apply. So in mini apply kachata as a work committee ka jibe bejumal to prioritize la fana looking at the amount fana involved. Sambuya mean for at a local Hajo Jaranola. Your Gunus VDC mean for Kaholan Garden Sansang, and then means community full Mindanjo, and then could Gisena clean with a Kawoming, well, Gena, Kumada Dina, the garden fence now, a garden fence of Victor Nyawanya, they are managing that fence. It be jailed by management. But a Geo, Imo manage no. I feel completely. Tanko sota masino collapse a bit here. So nana jefana kolojin fana famo as a new flow be jara nole. When we made a survey, and they were saying flow be jara nole. So thank God with the good generosity of Frank solar enterprises, Saos, I'm back in Tramba Jaila, Natale contract with Duntema. In fact, before Saos, Gam solar no in Duntema. In after can Nyaku, Kabringa relation Nyaku cut off. I went to Gam Solar, I went to Solar Enterprises, South the team of Mulu Kachata, na contract was signed, then nga BK according to the contract we are implement na ya bill and yamin payment of effector successfully in that life will be rehabilitate and for they are all drinking using the clean water at somewhere Santamba and then also at Misra. So all project will not implement thanks to Solar Enterprises solar generosity.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Solar Enterprise, mention ngajele fana kumasi and ye footstep tami lonko a model fana encourage like YSB and Jamal Purka Gunjur labade ko solar keje kalampo keje wo mukule timi lonko you are in the forefront of it. Tell us about that because obade ko to follow to there where time dobje ni so kuta forete lala no eka motor londe ka motor malabade ko kon and wodula is tonya health and safety yirol ninne kotol nim fengol is too dangerous. So ngajele be wola you were in the forefront of that ni bonita water fanang ngajele nyin crime osiata Gunjur baba bake crime osiata Gunjur baba bakele burglary wall moleka nyor la fengol sunya not only Gunjur but Gambia wise but more complaint nung for jarata yesim fata pour kata di den IGP pour ka futala ka wosi o kai ba o police o la wosi follow damo imam mobile pour ise moto ko ni fengo so ise wo fonye moto nyin keta nyaadi la na la current situation o be nyaadi le is it still concerning? Let's go ahead, honorable.
Yeah, thank you. Quickly, before I'm going to, you reminded me was covering our implementation of Mr. Rani Sandamba. Quickly, Saos no by Sateko Adia Fingata Bakele. So out of generosity, he donated us, 4 lights, by the Kula Nyatrimona. So what inspire putting me a model inspire, YSB now step in, Kajaka Lampo Lafaje for Alhamdulillah for B Badeko Baker Lampoti, open adult. Nse bete ndonge jay kabine sa host YSB ani momoni dabana ani momoni double okaye yo police la kabya fanya min tuna crime rate increase bada combosa kono especially Gunjur wo kamala police will be jele mobility table ni la wo human resource be duare nyawna fna mobility men ke mako a table so will be caring in fact I just did it maybe out of on diplomatically fun. I first of all wrote a petition, a kind of article in social media. Now post Facebook, now put live into. So coming now put social media and Facebook. I believe police can monitor it. So Kabin they got to see that document or article on him. I was contacted by one police officer called IG ko Alsa KG. Okay, fine. So Nasido Nini Ntata IGA. I invite, I welcome here with Dembaso, Bubasar, and some other people. I welcome anyway, just give me a familiarization with you because I see quite a more than what means the work so I could explain in here. I get another opportunity to elaborate on my article. Although I wrote it very nicely, very massive directly at that time, but I was very careful to write it in a way, say at least bunyati, but elaborate. So he appreciated my article. I mean, so he got interested and another responsive. So now at length, then another thing was signed. Na constant so after I will be lamenting but I promise you what a card be provide later. New water than some tambeda is not in dealer. So after yamin Ntata, what be asked I can't not numbers of big Napunasa communicate. So what be asked message then remind I invite protector. Ntata Nasira protector. Then besting dame from I qualke bakau puru motoning ya boni ya samba yundum ila man jamaje and after woba transfer to Gunjur adi councillor and police order. So in state then I remember kinyamen akira na ala ko fana nyaman se da mina yon kwali ko nyaka nan ne ni start kebalu ni chief ni VDC ni batu cooperative in other motoning bimina then nga hanba to the police safe way dia mnyima kaje mole kaje. So that is how we were lucky to secure that van that pick up from the IGP. Then motonya fana amanta ke amanke modo kere bido abili maintenance so na mbakaw but kabena fana ay mapre bakel an Hanstein motonya wala bebu follow ijikadira no background jindi na kapane but eventually inada will be overcome le hankabi ka jumundi wala fen they are not very much satisfied with it but still iba demand man wala fe as the only vehicle mean be able to all kata sanyan staff carton staff support staff so what we can na Ebrima.
Thank you, Honorable. Honorable, for in ila local authorities all sitale the VDC Alcalo say for plural strategize ka gibe crime rate at least that might be at our control now because sometimes it's beyond your control but file nene sitale kalukungol taking the nyola ka gibe and semine keno within our power within our limit for at least inside gibe and some interventions like here and there for at least in case of Gunjur Bao police all handing motor dinte bulo kono nya still these things are going and coming cool change Gunjur dynamics falita more siata more sifa beduna control man soto babake so I can understand those limitations but as authorities when you nekeda la concern la file meeting convene to at least talk about the issue. Yeah, once again, embarking on be cool na mi yalonka kumayata be can for some reason somebody jinx us, mang internet will be now on and off either from this side or from the other side, technical issues here and there. But be me kumol min discourse can be mini kacha kan kumayata baba kele. Bao this is a local council me alonka bento represent ka and achievement all kele but there is a lot of other problems many along combinala woltole me alonko kuna lanya among for some reason I tell us will explain now jam So our achievement or some of them, we're going to go through those. And then a lot comments all momenti wala man achieve no one way or the other. So now we'll find because do be within 5 years. But in terms of within his power, because he's just a local councillor, me along probably the resources me along agenda Gunjur revolutionize la wala kasambato another level at a woman kala duties the ama level of power sort. So wala sabu nata jampurka jininka I mean some of the things might be small, but intervention within because power bedoya renya within the hierarchy of power in the Gambia. But he was able to put no kanina finance ate kone semol na purunga long ngolo wonyama, and it's a source of accountability also. Pulum nimi question also to after me shambala honorable kam isa sata nganyininka ba o mobe te chance dollar no to sit with him kila kumo fai. But none other online now he can answer a lot of things about that's the magic of social media and an online platform me along with technology allow pour se work. So once again, I'll program on yinda ng'esea. Honorable Natambe continue la pour kanyindi discourse. Bao Gunjur, is the next capital of Gambia, undoubtedly. Me along with that, without doubt, without any doubt, doubt from Mantara ward. So that means Gunjur is going to be challenged because people are going to come and invest. Nindolman structural structural dange Londi. Abinamin kela na resources all mi ya lonko ibetara Gunjura ten la wala o model jinale complete control ta the resources, which is no problem. But as far as war resources on Gunjuri nyante benefits sotola wotole Gunjur sate mi ya lonko la resources soli ka woleta ila primary resources puri ka wota ka semba fair of the pur ka riches to pur mole fanka maya na Gunjuri nyante ku sotola wotole because there's a lot of things me ya lonko they are not right in Gunjur. And the clinical is almost nothing. Fenwo femantara je karamol be bearing, silol marcel mantara dalaring, silol nimfeng. Fen jamale bijemi along ko it's a strategy put no in place. Then CBO nata wala company nata wala momo nata to invest in Gunjur. It's a contribute nata no structure bije. Sa when no structure ti yemi soto je some percentage goes to Gunjur. And Gunjur can benefit the world financial soto. But new woman ke shrinking investments are coming mindiata mi anakata when Gunjur have all these intellectuals. So we need to organize. And one way to do that is to kapurunga kasha. New challenge people will start thinking, what can we do in the face of new development? The dynamics are changing in Gunjur, technology everywhere. People me dol bi jemini along ko in nenam bi singo fa lo Gunjure kordan in also both nationally and internationally. They are investing in that country in Gunjur, but Gunjur is not having anything about with the resources. Me along ko mol ka wale harness pour ke fa empower ke fa develop. But that amount soto o moli enadron because of lack of structure yetani more than ko maladron ye fending tire exchange with them and it only in kodo mume beta o more than town it a fem fan soto la no je tol kola ni dingol because ninda no be development project o miral ndol min ya lon ko be 50.
Yeah. Hello? Yo, assalamu alaikum. Nata murunem badingol. We are so sorry. Sometimes technology can be very, very frustrating. In and sometimes downsides and yeah, honorable for Ebrima. Honorable, we are in live. Yeah, the technology can be frustrating, and I'm very, very sorry. Apologize. Nanying on and off in Bika moment, network is just hitting all from all sides. But mbe molpe konton na wolom babukar boy jamim from baring. He say yes, he is very honest and hardworking councillor. And then brother Fabrama Dabo. Thank you, honorable. You are doing great for our community. Keep it up. And then Nokotoma and then role model Lamin Bada Bojang, the most efficient ward councillor in the entire nation. Keep up the good work. The eyes who are blinded for whatever reason will soon have to join your bandwagon with you and your likes. Glory to our dearest Gunjur. Asante Asim Famodoma. Good evening to you all. We are listening, Mr. Janneh and Honorable Councillor. Yeah, so Kumaya Tababa Bakele, Ninga question financial to laughter mean Yininkala to Honorable Nsa Yininka. This is our opportunity. Just write it down, and we will just question on input la cross and a question of audio for video in share. So that mojama se ajibe se futanyola so nyim kumaya ta baba ba kele pro najang nganna ko le discourse the time probably may not allow us pro nyimbe bang but se ku jamalo and tol mini be on the ground fanang and ye misgiving soto ko ku dol min ya long ko be happen ni Gunjur tol man min long council of jan fire kalamuta le fama kalamuta. Let's reach out to him. Just mention it here, then put us a cool in coin fanang, and then I million je, na man fe million fanang, woman takela obligation to on him prior answer. So ninga woka be kumaya la bakele, purunga nyo accountable to on demanding. Because that resources, Gunjur is sitting on huge resources, me alonko. Definitely as a Gunjuru Navano, later fengo be kelano, but some of the institutions many alonko ebije. Gunjur doesn't need pureta more than a kodola, hand Gunjur dingol from outside because Gunjuru resources now managed properly. As anyanta wall project jamata la project doli tanke fund ke sponsor from diaspora. Gunjuru la resources member on the ground should be able to fund anyanta wall kela nole. So neama wole ke so sai woko dol kata muntole to those are the massive questions nyanta minyo in kala min. Kulu kono horomolim bunya kono purunga nyota nganyo nyininka because nyinte kontilela no the resources there ala emin dinna kabo bala to kabo na kenyol le to wo kabo fewo fe mi ya lonko is all over Gunjur mi yanko moli binale be investment no ni fendo le kela je nem organize the structure military on the ground they will comply with the structure. And one way nyanta comply in saying so structure bill nyami to start with discussion, candid discussion. Wala mga mol na fe na mini ya lonko Gunjur la lon ditiyo dolmu banka soldeti qualified bankers mini ya lonko is momo nata with your business plan, and although you want to invest in Gunjur, those people you can sit with them, the finance people, the account people, and all those things. But Gunjur can do a lot. Skill centers can be built. You know, say community centers soto. Say football field also to many ya lonko. Ye multi-purpose centers also to prune na dinniwol ya lonko. It's dinniwol ni malo be minkela. If they have free hands, imalo be la energy ni be divorce with the energy nya dile puru ya lonko. Ye tara siring. Aka minke it they become idle. Iye mimira wolum katara siring katara ata bandato. Physically they will not be active, you know, because there's no competition here and there. Those are all impact me along some social ills le create me along. It's all going to haunt us because we can sit we can fold our arms. Foko itinya tale fenke tatentin. Yedi wada de la bunko no nyawonya nala environment o bebe tinyari o majority be problem also. There is every chance ko peer pressure will consume that individual one way or the other. Yedi wada da nyawonya ajita fintile ajita musonyi ni bantale wa nyanta kenyi ni la bantale. Ajita jamal le futu so wala na community in society la advantage la obligations in the community be dada anu na kebali nyini jenun wala na kebali nundo ayelo nga melo nundo ni problem o kedon keba killing akawuli dura ayelipa wala ayetilindi silo la silo me yalo kabeda because alone ko na man nyinkulu soma nyin will have an impact on ate kan one way or the other. So nyinno kuoti mi ya longa kumata Gunjur ma foko diaspora o na Gunjur dingol mi bije manyane la jibo bondi la kodo te nyande because na obligation no what as sate dingol but Gunjura institutions should be properly built and managed so much so that model inate la investment ke se means to know work some money to plug back into Gunjur. So then some fun organize Gunjur say big port so to me along Gunjuru accumulated fund kata waleto ni Gunjure problem also to ngabondi woto ni wo fund dry at any time then more say intervene here and there nganyo makwe but ni woman ke war resources mean baby Gunjur is just going into thin air mbika alonga bitakan daming mbika alonga fenketa daming and ninga gamoli soto we just nyanta ni so sanna minna ngawo fango dami. So nyini mukule timi ya lonko amanke ko Gunjur resources soto. Let's come out candidly nganyo challenge and nkulu ni hormone bunya kono. Let's come to the marketplace of ideas na idea put together. Gunjur la ni resources and development o mi ya lonka nyati lin Gunjur mba harness la no nyadi to the advantage of that Gunjur. Because ni one day at some point the nyinko do min ka kafu nyinko dingol here and there all the time here and there at a continental. Honorable Bisimila and welcome to the program. Janimbina Kang Fangdoma Ablai Manjanko Monch is an influential leader who always stands right there to support Gunjur at all times. We are proud of him always. Honorable, I'm very sorry. Be kind for some reason. Yes, you couldn't call me to all jinx. Jaile katabi Gunjuru la. So why Gunjuru? I Gunjuru la Gino Kampa Baba Kele wale asafu yalo. Honorable being fenkole to solar enterprise. But ngajele ko Operation Gunjur street lighting. You were on Facebook all over the place and all those things, What project or not anya delay, marketing about this program? And then electricity expansion project with the support of Brikama Area Council. Brikama Area Council, yes, same problem also with them, but it seems they have a lot of funding. Me along quite for funding. I've been nuring yele more because do enough to put pressure, prove funding unlock no. I plowed back to places like Gunjur. Yes, tell us about new Gunjur street lighting, electricity expansion, and how do you manage new funds or mume beka in tap here and there from Brikama Area Council? Equal bondi no nyadi. For me, nuisance for them to the extent that the yalo ye buluba ni marale they cannot hide anymore because new funds all bije. We were not seeing these things coming up, by former representatives all bije. Go ahead, Mr. Honorable.
Ebrima, follow. Mbe tentro ni jairo dila mola mini yo initiate for akada miro di fana conceptualize akada practical kankoyidi stilize wala mo moti fonnen kelin be kabirin demba kunda sidi kunda kada fo cerda da bunyo fa karamba kunda boso fa bu jaminyo seku ba kunda boso kada fa nyasi kunda o kunyo modu alhamdulillah wolle follow yin stilize on ki iya but iba kika watu mina mambo akalama as a development committee, we have a funding from Brikama Area Council. Mingi along to meeting that the project director have assigned for a solar light sol danyinka. was project government at that time was ka Gunjur beke solar street lights yinchi o nakolo be sila ko beke solar sa main street solti wala be mbulu ngola kacha for atabula price nyinin kala. But another coincide to an inauguration of this street light innovation on Fakramba Kunda Bush Wakata, Barokunda, Dimbakunda, Sidikunda, Ule, Ya, Kyoya, Kulana, Captain, I mean for you. But Kabil Woli, Akewanyama, Ya, inaugural in Virgil, BDC in Virgil. I was very much impressive. So right now we have a funding. We are planning to have street lights, mimic solar here. By getting a sustainable time, you begin correctly solar over several years. Another week, you might be maintenance la, you might be service la. So to about the more on a super montage is a problem. So I'll take this idea in the word committee meeting now for you. So Kabim Predajedron need BDC chairman Janneh be impressed. So that word committee half and go look. What can we do now? Let's change our project from street lighting sign in Semunke instead of polo sang kurama for the dollar minna na will connect again. So you be caring we maybe no more sensitizing our information di kandi mulman na tandi mula disa new innovations mini yalango moment din sa kenole konyo ko sa kenole so ndala Facebook nga ke coming program oti pour nga computer operation street lighting before to baski tenin ni nga ko ni ma ake be to temporal jana sal kiratole so ngani kata fon point to coin ka fon boy so le ko ni be kirin karamba na street kan ya ketenne e ka fon le ke aspara ma ko ye nyinke so information on all share ka wafi ka fon mole so ni mi amodron aka impress le anon aka parle ka de ko onasi bonyinta so locally another successful back kibaro denyanta mole ni mi yagana ngata inaugurate na bunda social media na bunda bel so mobi na kalanda so konyo be fon sas ajile fafta juju ba fana Cisco fana do din ko ye fon sas yake ye solalke. So this was how that came about. So ntol saying kabirin ngayije ngawle campaign to drum mobe sa ta ownership isa then na project ko nyim ngo saying na kacha nganyoni ni ka ambe polo kila min tole do. So ngakata as a committee ye iko salkira to ka bondi faki jara ma fala pool fula wala need pour ka salkira connect courant nyina pour salkira connect courant la bo salkira connection ni la delete dembolia ya courant nyino la ka bondi kana sabana fo imamo ka lodani so ngane ko ninga pool fula sabana ka baro kunda en abelola imamo ko dojele. So Gunjur nyamena fil fana ministère mo do ko be ke kanje abi courant need la de. So automatically ngo ka bonde falan ko ya kata fo nyamina fil abe 6 pole store ngo fana bla project ko kono then also that Obama Street sele bo janya ma fala it's a location that mi alon ko has been isolated by another project one so nga pole 7 samba auto so another ke pole 15 nga dabana contract wo ko do nyina o wo project ko nyina e tune of 400 something thousand ya doku ya be ban wata kilin hane filo ke ye be kron use kan yo ko do nya fa nyamin ko nka hasto nyaade from Brikama Area Council. I think I have to say this here loud and clear ningi ata ko min ko favoritism lomu ndita ko de bono Brikama Area Council because I can say ko I am the most hated councillor when it comes to Brikama Area Council la chamber sokono because nka mi mfoje akoya mole na ke to nyalete so ni ka to nya fu ba ke do ikeke mo sangara ngolete isenge mo kalamati so muni kata ka silfo chairman nyanka doka pour le cool soto nde I never subscribe to that doku nka bi bondi Brikama Area Council na hako mi mo na rightful juice lomo because the first allocation of 500,000 iko mo be na ka soto ben criteria set wo criteria come to satisfy mo mon kuno do ka deny moto deny no moto stop no wo mun na hako de by right ko iko ni put fulfill drum you are entitled to that 500,000 which we did you nyim funding do because at one time in kanyin for campaign wa ko na mining ya be the mining time the council bulle mina murundale wokita kumoti but kabin to fanata na at one point in time in the environment committee kono le in the secretary at that time So we led a delegation to geology. Ntarje nga J storm with a lot of raptor. Nga diamol kide kaitandi kanyi ka money at be carrying ntola royalty ni kujuma jama jam to find out quick Kenya dealing. And then we need this mines, or we need our rightful Jews. So what they are more nada kujamale wuru. So council ning itara negotiation from time to time. For the moment, nada ka agree kodo ning key become a council. The economic key become a council at first working community 7 million. At the council solution, you 7 million from geology. Because geology for advice the deco, you could not spend. I spent blood dami and go mining a KJ. Because work community like a suffer, mining and Nima Muruje, ning I desperate is a crime of killing just like Faraba. So he advised the councillor that this money should be spent in the areas where mining has, grossly hugely affected them. At the council meeting, nobody can deny me ko Gunjur Ward must suffer under mining. Gunjur somewhere there. Nobody can Momo deny no. Sanyam Fana Momo deny no, and likewise Carton. So automatically, they bend as a council resolution ko. Combosa is the most affected area. So council Sonta in 7 million. Combosa council Sabolu star C Yekacha Ebenko yin utilize nya deal. Nin that right of planning. We went to a meeting. Internet honorable country of Sifu nada mabeje. Modboje mabe that day. Oma mabe. So ndol kajala nin direct of planning. Ngatala into each ward was 2 million. New was 2 million spent. Sanya was 2 million spent. Karo was 2 million, and then 1 million was start Pira ward. Nangina is resolute. Then sign then to access from council. It has to go through a process. Council they are going to make 2 disbursements. Mandakira 1 disbursement on unity. They will make 2 disbursements. Depending on how successful the implementation is, then it's not the 2nd disbursement on unity. Now, first disbursement, you go 1 million to Lanka. No, until you have to give me 1.5 million because 1 million already. Now, proposal means submit 1 million over somewhere where we want to construct an admission block. Some we are still a sukile. Sema gonna help me problem already. So ninga health in that upgrade na maternity traje and admission work. What be market back. So we want to spend 1 million in the construction of admission work. So 1 million you can go behind yourself. So the other 1 million half would didn't out on electricity expansion of Gunjur Koron. There are key static areas. So now they're convinced they issued 1.5. 1 million more be jewelers as at now, more be jewelers somewhere, contractor somewhere, and it was supposed to be ready by April, but I am failed due to certain issues. But now new contract coming signed, they are going to hand over that admission block to us by 31st July, or we take them to legal action. The other 500,000 on him, not spent on electricity expansion, where it costs us 400,000 to Dabana contracting. So 15%. So basically, among the council revenue funds from the geology funding namu, you mean key council. So because resolution namu, commercials are used, that's how we benefited it. But then maybe I may not get it. So that is quite obvious. But
good trouble sometimes. You don't not only people like but nimoli along we come in fight, ila nyanto lomu dobi jaka koleale be respect la uncle Tijan Fanambe Conton Tijan Kevin Ture, Kavoko leader let me along visa photo, and for him we need him for more years in the future, Abaraka Baba uncle. Honorable Tedim program of being a hiccup Jamal Soto and do so hela will be Soto the last one because I think you have to come back again because question Jamal Lebiyang and Dulal mi anko ila sort coming no ima min achieve no ku Jamal be Gunjur nyanta min discourse la foina murundian drong as quickly as possible wala mu ibe environment fenko nyinto ba o nga electricity nga nyoya ya ke electricity hana mini bebe Europe jam ibe involved taje ngamira operation clean Gunjur nyando nyoya ya kelale momo fanaila street o hanni bi jande to ko dindinki na pour nga nyoya nga jibe the most clean street ngo fana nyoya ya ke pour Gunjur se fenke because nga jele ye 14 just bino ta ya sama Gunjur health center and me along ko a weekly waste evacuation kata ka fai. Unfortunately, the project is going to close 31st of July 2022. War should not be. Anyway, nim Gunjuru nyanta fem phone na ngamere nyanta nyinle phone na ntolmin be diaspora, then some of the things in community and priority deal. Also, dustbins were also delivered to Gunjura basic school. Gunjur lower basic, it might be 4 of them. So Mugule mi along is sponsored by again Brikama Area Council. So Nimu Fenet mi along ka important that it's a kumafonya about this. And in near binolta ye clear katify muntoleto because as far as I remember, Malanga agreed dumping sites to me along and wokumaya baba kele. So wofonye and then probably might be coming for Purus and Nadula clean. And then Honorable Janneh bidala fonge nyini kanyi na mina nante nyamo kela no salkerato na salkera close nga pompo dundiji handi diaspora be wala kela puru nga salkerata in essence nga modernize to mandi bawo ni mol da cordal da ma ko de ka jebe ke nyamo ti mo kile sa te bebe korra no nyaadi la puru na salkera ma wara at least ala basic areas to puru nga jibe once pompo ke no jele nga sprinklers wol ke je and organize things we need to do these things. Honorable will answer na banta me programu banna janneto so nyaton sina some of the downside because some of the developments that may exhaust two papers may along we can go through them but in programu because of hiccup means base or ntabe banna no then the downside also sina ngol fanan kacha lundol bisimla.
Okay, waste management atemu kulimia ko akumara batela nung it's high time Gunjur ngasulula kala because Kodal Biruwa Kanyaming special bank Kodal Konole and the first waste generate. But I'm glad that as a coming with the Kanyaming tenting, we have made consultations with the Alkali and the VDC. Bidaming spots to the Mia Lonko. Articulate waste dump site because we don't have that location around here that is qualified to be a dump site. Because like a dump site, a certain factors in the can consider. So na space to the dami alonko though is around 70 by 40 something meters. Yo nagesu to the that's a project maybe council me alonko binale JB fence. Near bay fence, ya bay concrete, ya bunda kaje ya mall employee. Waste the park la waleto. Adu na be park la fana, ibe mall be waste in separate la. Because we are also running into a program ning Spanish odolo mnyung waste organic farm management or something like that. We have a council so they were trying to expand that program to Gunjur means starting na ninga space when you create ya design ya dada kanya mall taje waste but na suwe kono ikale separate min be kala vitality eta one side min be kala no compost ka ke kemanati o ka one side wo space already will be allocated them na dimension of the council sanitation manager ni nale they visited the place in alkalinin kibatara foji ye spot ni tube yo spot do fana be jele abattoir ko maje fana dami yalan ko ba ko bo fana ngabe je fana allocated pour ça que c'est blani manage ke collection point ko be fana den ndi je ko be ngana be jivan treat la ya sansan de ni sansan drum de ni ka base finance so ke park je council kale bonu je for onward evacuation. I think there's another that spot in Fanya. So basically 3 spots where information given and one information di na council management sanitation management team with the unit in they have 3 spots me along ko council they are developed to ka waste kg. So once that is done, then it's as not to na still an annual ya kaje still might be na clean because member from street naming the street naming how we can collaborate with the VDC to start the streets will be renamed who name but if na council is also running another problem Google address something like that. Ibe word training na technician be word training kan at the moment Ebrima Scattred be word training kono. So once they are also done, now they be various course like a modal map ni Google and the map Google nyadi le. Wo fana word training ke kan no last week jana. So new once all be kada na still fana name is at fair. Then is at least in kanyo say senior ni kukuton la. O batra collection points will be available in Jere. Ni be various collect institutional tolong wala so ko bang dos mo bi ya collect ya samba lato then after is evacuate. So what I'm na miro to so far ning alende ma ning failure man na council side la already ye gave visit le ya be jubele ye measurement data, so we are waiting on them to be place yet develop as a take off immediately.
Yeah, Mr. Jiban, the program Danna Janneh bari mfango bareng Babukar Boy Jame ako minomila goals design in 5 years time from now in 5 years.
Sorry.
Ako ila goal mo minute silang in from now in 5 years time, you know.
Okay, before an auto, because who has also has more organization totally. But before an auto like indicate maybe not shortcomings solo. Na biggest challenge moment follow more achieve for make sure very good capacity building so means atina all stakeholders in the local governance putting a serious session also pour more na elaborate more the role la ani na kanyo engage nyame we is in our plan what committee our role ni kan ko arrange ani ba arrange nyame but again Gunjur sosime tenda bada nyinto nga watch trial on my own ngal trial academic ministry from tema communication jamati folla banda ka communication de parliamentary select committee on fisheries ndanta walato man succeed no ka Gunjur resources ka lo ni ko Gunjur tamu ni this community project moli connected identity yem block imman son ka open up ka de Gunjur akosoroje but alhamdulillah academic failure today individually but right now the TRRC in place. Ala ke fana ha wo mo sabajon bo TRRC konole kabimbe bato noma kapeka de Gunjur la hakko nyin soje ila report la menso ka 2016 2017 2018 how they are running that bad out intro na report samba wo mo liale priya jube what they were doing ko they needed support ngole ifo pour ngi dem open up ngane makoy wo mo nyim mo se makoy be jeru na nyaadile ibranda mbulu wala imam song they want to do it on their own because ngafo no la mi sotole ngafo baba lansane ngafo ngafo markadie amel bo jam fana be wo be on to ni sila pour kanje wo this they need to help they need to be helped because ngere ko se tandi will be la ko this is how they are managing badato this is how they are spending recklessly revenue budget manankundo lanu la nyala so pour alse mako londo la pour se mako jede da ku ibalanta bul kar with the backing of some other Gunjur elements solo but alhamdulillah be feel alay da bulandi committee is vibrant will be kiskan kalon what's going on and how to manage that place so what I know gale man succeed no kaje change contract but be alhamdulillah it is on a better footing mini kaje kusonson ni wol pareta ni je regulate Gunjur be on a better footing wala na foso ben sanjan do am erim baraka
honorable foina because the downside Seattle ngami mire mu downside ngalon dol are beyond your ambit you know dol will definitely beyond your control but sa ye bada ma silang ke jame ngoto diamo be siari je baba kel andu is a potential wealth generator for Gunjur also but factions that mabe kenel about locally and nationally you feel factions and all those things going on there you know nga meeting oli jele mi ya lonko very disorganized meetings mi ya lonko modol bondita karadola nga lonne ko probably kege jame information on how to do that is way murundi Gunjur and all those things but the murundi of Gunjur what the maman Sophie said that place need to generate funds mi ya lonko about renovate la abe take care la infrastructure kana collapse and all those things. Why are we fighting over things me along in this organization? But nata mtolu fangola, especially the diaspora, and we think in dol nyanta kodo da male kila manyan nandake la kuoto. mi ya lon ka jande andu nyanta wakili la ngandaki gunjo because ni wonte diaspora people are getting tired here dunia be koleadi ne gunjura money should develop gunju without diaspora nga depending come for anything because do bije ni ngaje na gamo min nyanta kala nga ko diaspora ne da nyin ko ni min bije wadra mo kilin ko dole tinya gunjur bada because nin nuas say project ko ke jande ko do min tinya da gunjur bada damato that's a lot of money ntoli nyanta bol la pour nga foko gamote kala no nyinang ko do min ka ke generate gunjur ko do e finti pour ay gamo da pour ay la speaker da jame ngoto sometimes so Montare inu kule mi yalon ka feel passionate about it but we need to discuss it. And the diaspora has a big contribution. It's not that Nini Nati after last speaker lela when Gunjur is generating all this money. Let's ask question. For Gunjur and the more than the last speaker, for example. I'm just quoting an example. So you know cool that me along we need to come out. Gunjur fell and the man the new Kelela Jamoto. Mineka said, okay, Genjame or sign from the American New Sabala, more along. Probably there is somebody there me along and after Rata Jamoletala, couldn't do me that I wore Sababula Jibokono. So I take a fall again. So Antonian Dula organized a phone create so that none of Dula Mintia, the whole phone can cloud back because the government idea. The government is not going to come and renovate that place for us. So you know, quality mini along nyante discourse la mfang kotoma komodos ako alkali jamale marata gunjuru bada tola ngamira womun na men alkalo bari definitely program of diaring we need to solve those because of people mean sotoda mba banna janiru ngamira next week neither we free we will bring you here again so that in a continuing and equally discourse. Do la kujaman le bije nyanta mini discourse la and not only mini be gunjur but in be diaspora pour nga long nyanta na interventions kala nyadi de not only fe wo fe nata runga ko dindinta gunjur can generate this thing we need to get together nga build nga connive in structural building so that Gunjuru resources they are there. These are natural resources that can as a Gunjuru samba forever hanin tolmantaraje kola. So honorable ilal final fenko di molla nga program o banjang for next time probably we will link up so that next week is in ajang nsenin diamo continue.
Yeah, Abaraka Bake Mbe Altentulambal Jaila for giving me this opportunity to share my views with Gunjuru Nkolo Mbe outside and in the jam. Nga mobet no ngi jay yafinyam drong chakin taning isusol bannola. So I hope maybe next time nale tagwaro sodo I'll be in business now. So anytime, I'm sure I'll create time for the show. There are a lot to be discussed. The downside, I see the battle, but then rest assured, thank God we have a TRRC. I think Gunjur is good. That's going to be a turning point for Gunjur, and Alabundal Bay is going to be a turning point. So once we're present, anytime, that I'll be good recommendation. Once we are able to implement those recommendations, it will put Gunjur on a better footing. Because even the VDC, you command and then wala lapses bakila miomenti ngala they bring up measures me anga go regulate la or improve la whether in terms of capacity or community even to co-op very good brains. So alhamdulillah let's keep on engaging. The more we talk, the more we engage one another, then the more we have a way to go out of our messaging. But then inshallah, inshallah. I just say bye-bye till the next time. I'll be free.
Abaraka Babake honorable for your person. Abaraka Baki Jiberal Mimbe Dulamu me beto even though on and off so to use state put ka program in Jibe Nadia Allah any time allow next week or any other time as soon as possible. Mina honorable Felan and the new water kono ka cool discourse ka series or ka discuss and candidly we need to discuss this in move no forward because we can do better together and because Gunjuru resources bijela domandin tab jedoro it can take us a long time. Mbaltem tulambal Jaila Ben CEO Lamin Jamme and Gunjur online na Mon Mumebe and Ebrima Mutamasingoto Gunjur Mbalbete to Lambal Jaila for next time. Allah Baraka.
hande be